Given how entrenched the Protectorate are here, we ought to consider a strategy. Crossing our fingers don't count. Not a bad start, but we should consider calling down backup too. Many hands make for light, slaughter. Now the Spiriton's ours. We should look for some way to access the lift controls. Call the cavalry down from within. Happily.
Feeling distracted? Dreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements.
You are the raw material for perfection. From the lowliest subject to the most exalted.
Hostiles!
Oh, I feel terrible. Everybody who ate the latest Crabble rations fell ill. Rumor is somebody died. Huh?
Got my lamps on an
What? Gonna make me walk on over.
Stun weapon ready, Commander.
troublemaker approaching.
We have possession of the lift and are ready to lend assistance to you, Agent. Awaiting the all-clear. Executing primary operation, now!
Order reinforcements inbound.
For the equation! Multiply forward times 10!
Ratcheting up my aggression. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Locked and loaded. Just keep it safe.
Combatant scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scope.
For their assigned work, report them for mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshment centers are there to help you. Don't risk falling prey to imperfect thoughts. Go now.
Prudence dictates we repel invasive elements. Prudence dictates we
Always dreamt of coming here.
Calcaduceus, not detected. Entry kindly, yet firmly declined.
What was in those rations? Oh, not again. Oh, will this gastric nightmare never cease? Oh. Just a moment. Forgive me. I found myself irregularly indisposed from one direction or the other.
Pardon us if we don't shake hands later.
I am the Archive's current operator. As such, I am the bearer of the Calcaduceus. I still have trouble saying that. Certainly. I recognize I am in no position to bargain, despite the fact it will no doubt earn me mental refreshment at best. If you have cleared our fortifications outside, I worry what has happened to our troops. I have little interest in sharing their fate. I would pass the Calcaduceus on to you, in exchange for granting me safe passage. The Archive would then recognize you as its operator. By all rights, I should fight against you to my dying breath for the Protectorate, rather than concede the Calcaduceus, for all it would serve. No, capitulation I can stomach. Collusion I cannot. I refuse to assist you more. All right. I am providing you the Calcaduceus. Don't shoot. Here, you are now operator of the Archive. Congratulations. Be warned, you may find it a temperamental machine. Some maintenance may be required. Is there a Protectorate curativist in the house? I feel rather woogly.
Caduceus detected. Alternative operator postulated. Concluded. Colonizer replacement. Greetings, sentient. Welcome to the Archive. I am ENIAC, the Universal Equation Numeric Integration Analytic Calculator. With the aid of my operator, I, a non-sentient inorganism, marshal vast computational resources across the moon of Cloister. Effectively, that is correct. My tone and demeanor are a carefully constructed complex emulation, a means to effectively convey information to sentient beings. My express programmatical purpose is to aid humanity's advancement to optimize profits, i.e. gain over expenditure, to maximize the needs of our society above others, to attract the most consumers.
A little percussive maintenance might not be out of place here. I've got a wrench might do some good.
Beg your pardon. How may I best facilitate your efforts? Perusing contents. Anatomizing diversiform particulars. Concatenating manifold integrants. Cursory assessment complete. An impressive accumulation of rift data. Similar in composition, though decidedly not in scope, to that provided by the Protectorate.
Information with the potential to offer unique commercial opportunities to those who wield it.
But why simply huck goods better, when such a bounty could be used to flawlessly regulate societal harmony, oversight, and means of production? What is the aim of your query? The previous operator, Assessor Ostergaard of the Protectorate, pursued a like query 1 year, 6 days ago, though the amount you've provided is several orders of magnitude larger. To perform similar calculations of larger scale at current suboptimal levels of functionality would require
25.7 years, and any job over 2 decades is billed by the hour.
Calculatory processing presently hovers around 49.7% capacity due to internecine conflict, misuse, and a lack of technical prowess by recent operators and their associates. In order to improve calculatory processing of rift data in a timely manner, repairs must be made to address the damage done by Protectorate and Anti's Choice operators. I am unlocking access to the Underlands, the subterranean cave network below. It houses 2 key external systems, cold storage and thermal transfer. Cold storage will require servicing before you may retrieve the punch cards needed for processing. Repairing thermal transfer is technically optional, but rather advised. If you fail to restore it, the Archive and I may melt down later while running your calculations. Why is that optional? Our continued existence should be a paramount concern. Return later to discuss the remaining subsystem work, and soon everything will be running like clockwork.
Have a profitable day! In lieu of my transactional mindset, I'm unsealed one of the display cases in the central entranceway. The Seer Cerebellum Protector is now yours.
Imperfect thoughts? Go now.
Devastating the threat. Computation in progress. Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Caduceus detected. You are clear to enter thermal transfer. Be advised that an Anti's Choice field manager is present. And
Generator is charged. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Knew you had my back.
Protectorate engineers. Reckon they didn't repair much.
Got my lamps on an
I'll handle this.
Give the word in, I'll take care of him, Commander.
Back and scan. Pump mechanism is repaired. Any tools lying around? Hostilities are afoot. Mobilize. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Standing by to stupefy.
Inside are leaking outside, Commander. I couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter. Over here! Three hole in the head! Fire forward!
Looks like it needs a fuse. A specific kind. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. Medic, please.
Commander, watch your vitals! Let me in! Help me out!
Investigating hostile intent. Combatant scan.
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Thermal transfer is fully operational. Later, when I process your data, I will not melt down. Please proceed to cold storage to re-enable punch card retrieval.
I'll say this for my colleagues in the Order. We certainly thought big with the archive. They've been numbed, locking them down.
Mobility interrupted.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Mobility interrupted. Electrical damage. Fail up.
Vitals are in the red, Commander. I have a fix on their weakness. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Sustain the system.
Combatant scan.
Replenishing.
The likelihood of them having a chance there was slim to none.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage place
To encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
I believe the technical term for this is glaciated. Not the worst way to go.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there, what did you do? Please, come talk to me. I must know what you did. What in the name of the matriarch did you do? We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet you stroll in here, wave that thing around, and the whole system lights up like a white dwarf? What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole time there's a device that controls the entirety of the Archive's Computronic systems? And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, the paradigm is infallible. I am certain we were meant to flail about without this obvious asset. For a reason. What does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to complete our work. Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the chemical fire suppression system, and it literally froze all the combatants in place. I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved a hard shell to crack, and so far I've been unsuccessful. For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, I was mistaken. Perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Wonderful. This may be the most promising possibility of a breakthrough we've had since I started this experimentation. I'll monitor the subjects for changes while you try your hand in the lab. Just, please, be careful not to trigger the fire suppression system, or I'll end up like those poor sods.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of snarling Order traitors pouring into the facility, and in that moment, my faculties desperately scrabbled to save ourselves. In my terror, I recalled the facility's safety briefing and the dire warnings of the fire suppression system. Suddenly, my body rushed into action without the benefit of my wits, and with no thought for my fellows, I triggered the system, horrifically transmuting every person on the outside of a pressure door into a grotesque sculpture of solid hoarfrost. And though the paradigm freely sacrifices subjects in defense of the Protectorate, it would be a despicable lie to say my choice was driven by anything but abject.
Abilities are afoot.
Duty clear. I must seek out Sentinel, confess my transgressions, and accept retribution, and I'll do so.
Yes, stupendous. Stop right there, you stupid thing.
I just need my
Of course.
spine to be stiff in the mid first.
Setting up my aggression. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Unfriendly nearby.
Got my
Thank you, dear.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, protectorate troops have become alerted.
Hostilities are afoot.
Go through them if necessary.
Backing stand. Complication in progress. Delegating the threat. Combat final.
Position. Hit the wrong side of a frame. Hey, got a distraction for you.
Vitals are in the red.
And done.
Still up right over there.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Deserves a look.
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
Appears the only way forward is to skitter across like ungainly children. Mobilize.
I'll take care of him, Commander.
Check your scope. Taking the fight out of them. Locking them down. Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Purification in progress.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Vault storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the Archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the Rift processing instructions.
Harsh processing may require the services of an exterminator. Someone good, but willing to work cheap.
I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The Tremor Cleaver, the first weapon designed with my aid, awaits you.
Where next? Punch card processing or the reactor?
What are they doing down there? Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. You'd need special permissions to override them. Phew. Thank the Sovereign. Or console. Thank the console.
Is that was ready to waste it on your command.
Optimum use of ammunition.
That one ours?
I'll handle this. Mortificator. Check your scope for combatant analysis.
With punch card processing re-enabled.
Looks like we could ride this down if we get it moving.
Proceeding to attack.
Back and scan. I have a fix on their weaknesses. Investigating hostile intentions.
Got my lamps on an unfront.
Sorting to violence. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
This place is obviously come apart.
I'll handle this.
Watch it.
Go for torpification. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Come back and scan.
I sense the rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. All that remains is to restore the archive reactor.
Proceeding to attack.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent.
The archive reactor requires manual maintenance. The protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable worth, namely via the reactor's backup security systems.
Appears we can adjust turret settings, seal those doors from reinforcements, open caches for health supplies or weapons. Could enable that fire suppression system we saw earlier.
Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor reinforcement door sealed.
Automech is enormous. How is that practical to have indoors?
Coming. I see an unfriendly
No amount of...
No apologies, but don't talk. There have been... Check your scope for combatant analysis.
combat! Over here! Three hole in the head!
Troublemaker approaching!
Taking the fight out of them.
Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Move forward! Advance forward! Recommencing hostilities. Let's reload.
They covered our only for themselves die dictates. Take this moment to write. This individual will always dictates. It is the duty of every protected subject. I cease functioning selflessly without complaint or groan.
Emergency ammunitions cache sealed. Emergency first aid cache unsealed. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers. Monopolize all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing. Erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Look, we need to resolve this, or we'll never get that Rift data processed. 2 of those priority sets need to go.
Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Priority control access nook. Huh. Sounds like my idea of a good time. Let's check it out.
Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes.
A perfect community. With every luxury. Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering...
Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy, and jingles. Nanafish, it's the Nana Witch. You'll consume that.
Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective...
Start now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together.
Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately.
You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say, partners?
Really hope we didn't just break the archive.
To conclude realignment of emphasized categorical imperatives, power down, then power on again. Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Now we can finally process this Rift data and see what we're dealing with.
Shall I proceed? Initiating processing of the requested data toward the required end. Estimated duration, 180 trillion and 1 picoseconds. In the interim, may I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data calculations have concluded? I have a prioritized list of suggestions. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just to start. But my query remains. What are your next intentions? Seeing as how my priorities are largely modeled after a founder of the Order, I expect returning to their supervision should resume without undue vexation or worry. Rift data processing complete. Results provided. The previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contained flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed. In it contains armor worn by the first operator. For now, goodbye.
I think congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal.
Now it's time to honor your end of our agreement and transfer stewardship of the archive into the Order's most capable hands. The Caduceus, if you please. Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet you. In the interests of time, allow me to propose how next to proceed. I contend that solving of the universal equation should be our initial focus. Then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin eliminating suffering, war, famine, and disease. Just to start.
Yes, this will do perfectly.
Well, we could keep exploring Cloister, see if we find anything useful. Or we could head back to the ship and see where this data leads us.
Thecklaw. Hot shower? Here I go.
Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.